Hello.
Hello.
Who's there?
Misha Montana.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Misha Montana. All right, I ruined the joke.
Don't open the door.
Probably shouldn't, unless it's your dad.
So, Misha Montana,
Yes.
we're doing a podcast about what?
We're doing a podcast about XPW. Extreme Pro Wrestling.
Extreme. Pro. Listen.
I love it.
Okay, so we're doing the post show of. Do you know the show? Do you already forget? You already forgot? Stroke Brain.
Beautiful Disaster.
There you go.
I was like, which one?
Yeah. Which one?
Beautiful Disaster.
We've been asked about it by a few people because they listened to the post Killafornia podcast and liked it. We actually did record one after the show, but it was so boring because we were so tired. We just kind of.
I think I was high too.
Oh, you might have been high. Yeah. You're like, before the show, before we get really into it, what do we want to promote about XPW?
We are finally, after months of me looking like a fool on the internet promoting.
You're still gonna look like a fool after this.
That's true. Oh, just wait. There's a lot. The foolery is only going to escalate in the next few months.
The tomfoolery, Misha's Uncle Tomfoolery.
Don't say that because that also will contribute to the foolery that's about to happen.
That's true.
So we, what do we say?
What?
Holy moly! I had a stroke moment. I literally just had a stroke moment.
What are we promoting?
Oh, our YouTube channel. After months of promotion, we are promoting our YouTube channel. Finally, it's coming up. We have some amazing
What is it
episodes.
called? What is it called?
Two Russians, One America. Let me finish. Let me finish. This is why I get thrown off. We have our YouTube, Two Russians, One America. Super exciting. We just did a little mini viewing party for the first episode. It looks fantastic. It's great, and it is about Killafornia. So it's a recap with all the footage and stuff and behind the scenes and our interviews about it. It's amazing. That's going up. So it's going to be huge. Like, this YouTube channel is great. So if you haven't yet, go subscribe to RussiansOneAmerica.com. New episodes every week. You should see the stuff that's coming, you guys. Like, it's going to be insane. Our lives are insane if you didn't know that already. But, I mean, this is definitely going to be huge and interesting.
Well, to us, we debated what we're gonna do as the first episode to launch this, because we've been posting little promo videos introducing you, myself, Bodie, your son,
Evelyn Inc. is going to be
in there. We're gonna introduce a bunch of other people, but we wanted the first episode to be about XPW and the Killafornia show, because it was the first show back in LA. And we got some amazing footage, backstage footage, leading up to the show footage.
And that was my first show.
Right.
And that was like your first show, doing the photos and the videos and just the chaos and just how everything like got put together. It was crazy. Like, the stress levels were so high, and then like the show was fantastic. It's one of the best shows like in history of, Deathmatch, I think.
Deathmatchery? Is that what you said?
Deathmatches. I'm having a stroke brain day today, so please forgive me. I'm not high or anything. I literally am having stroke brain problems this week because I'm stressed out. So that happens. I'm just like I sound like Biden.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Don't get on the bike, please.
Don't get on the bike. God,
stay off the elliptical.
That hurts real bad. I know I yeeted Bo across the room.
Yeah.
For the last show.
Yeah, Misha abused Bodie with an elliptical. He fell, and then she's like, "Watch this, Bodie. I'm gonna smack you with elliptical across the room."
God, he fell. Like, there's literally this entire room. There's nothing to trip over, nothing like he could, run into. But he finds the one thing, and he tripped over his foot while I'm on the elliptical. And if everyone knows, how big my thighs are, I jam on the elliptical. I was going 13 miles an hour, and I just yeeted him across the room. But he was showing all the guys his back.
Did you hear the ghost upstairs?
Yeah, I know. The ghost is upstairs talking. At least it went back upstairs. It was living down here for a while. Maybe it just decided to go back up there. I cleaned it for her, so.
Oh, yeah, that's what she's happy.
Probably happy.
Yeah.
That or she was like, why'd you mess with my stuff?
We go up there and it's back to being messy.
Yeah.
Like, what just happened?
I'll get you, bitch.
Sorry, you were talking about yeeting your son across the room.
Yeah, I yeeted him. I felt so bad, poor guy, because that hurt so bad. And he's got this gash on his back. And so he was showing all the wrestlers.
And beautiful disaster.
That beautiful disaster. He was showing Big F and Joe. It was so cool.
We have footage of
him
Bodie walking up to Big F and Joe at Beautiful Disaster at the meet and greet, and he's pulling up his shirt, showing Joe his scar, and then Joe showing his scars to Bodie. So it's
cool.
the cutest thing. Like, you got this giant man-child and Big F and Joe, and this little child, and they're sharing. And then Big F and Joe went into his bag.
Yeah, and he gave him a pair of tidy whities, and then he's like, I don't know if this is appropriate or not. So I gave them to me, and then I sniffed them all day.
I'm like, why is Misha wearing a mask? Oh, wait, that's not a mask. Those are Big F and Joe's underwear.
Bodie had the time of his life. Bodie doesn't even realize, too, like, his life is so eccentric and so cool. Like, he's around, porn icons all day long, which some people would be like, wow, that's great. I think it's fucking wonderful. Like, he's going to be the coolest kid ever. And now he's, like, integrated into the wrestling world, and he got to practice in the ring, and he was just that's like the time of his life. Like,
that's right, he got to wrestle in the ring.
He got to wrestle with Manny. Manny's an up and coming. He's going to be a great little wrestler.
He's what, 10 years old, and he's like
10,
and he's
very
training to be a wrestler.
Technically on point, and
he was building the ring.
Yeah, he built it. They're wonderful. So he helped Bodie out, and Bodie got to wrestle with him and meet all these wrestlers. He met Sabu and all these guys, and like he just had the time of his life. He had the absolute time.
Well, to me, I think the most memorable moment is, and we have footage of this. At some point, we'll throw it up on YouTube. Is photo shoot with two icons, Veronica Kane and Jasmine St. Clair, taking pictures with Bodie, and we got video of it. We got really good pictures, and the smile on Bodie's face, because like he loves to flirt with the girls.
Oh, he loves girls. He's like, and he sees pretty girls all day long, every day, like all of our friends and colleagues and stuff. He's just like with he like Auntie Evelyn and all these girls around all the time. It's just like he loves it so much. Like he has a crazy life for a little boy. Like
it's kind of scary because he's such a ladies' man, and now with abortion being illegal, we're in trouble.
Yeah, I have 5. That's great. Almost 6.
I'm just saying, when he gets old enough to impregnate girls.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So crazy.
He probably doesn't have semen yet.
God, Jesus.
Well, I'm just curious. So we should Google like when little boys get semen. I guess
that's gonna be why, because you want to convert to Catholicism all of a sudden or something.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an FBI flag in a heartbeat.
Unless you're
in church, and then you're fine.
Yes, you're in church, and it's a cousin.
Ordained minister. Don't do that in the state of Alabama for anyone listening from Alabama.
So Beautiful Disaster. It was an all-women tournament.
Yes.
8 women. To me, it was really cool because like I'm actually a wrestling fan, unlike Misha.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm like, oh my God, and I told Misha.
I was just jealous.
Of what?
My incredible ability.
Did Rob tell you that I'm part of the storyline?
What part is that?
I'm gonna hit Schlack in the head with you next show.
You better
like javelin you into his crotch.
I was gonna say, like, as long as it's in like on his dick or something, I'm fine.
Hey, wait a minute. Obviously, according to the last show, Veronica Kane's trying to steal Schlack.
She better not, that bitch. I'm gonna
Veronica's
fight her.
So nice. She's like one of the nicest people you could ever meet.
I'm gonna fight her.
You want to fight her?
We're gonna fight. We did fight.
Yeah, you did fight. You fought. Jasmine tried to hit you in the head. That was after they took pictures with your son.
Yeah, I know. How dare they? They used my son against me. Then they tried to kidnap him.
They kidnap him, but maybe not.
Just kidding. No, they came at me hot.
Yeah, they did.
2-on-1. Man.
I was shooting stills. I'm going, they're landing some punches, and they're like, I see your face.
Yeah,
you're like, ah, and I'm like, she's getting mollywopped by 2 legends.
Don't worry, my time will come.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Are you gonna have like a posse of like porn chicks, like new porn chicks against the?
No, because none of them can stand up long enough to get into the.
Yeah, that's true. You can roll them in. Oh, they'll be perfect because like Dirty Ron McDonald's whole gimmick that he throws cocaine at opponents.
Oh yeah, they'd be great if I told them there's cocaine. They're welcome.
They're like, oh my God, Dirty
Ron. We just
Ron McDonald.
what is that like? Was it Hansel and Gretel or the breadcrumbs?
Yeah,
You know, instead
you
of
can
that,
put little
with
cocaine baggies.
cocaine baggies with porn chicks.
That's brilliant. That's how you get the porn chicks to come out. Little
They'll be
cocaine
like,
baggies.
I'm coming. Then they'll be
Or
ready to
pills, or
go.
pills.
They'll be ready though by the time they get there, so that's good.
They're not gonna feel pain, so you can do whatever you want to them.
Damn it.
So I was really, honestly, I was really excited to shoot Chelsea Green because when your whole gimmick, you know, like your crazy big titty bitch, whatever.
Big titty psycho.
Big titty psycho.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, you're just a bitch, but like the big titty psycho, your character.
That's not relevant.
And I told you that, you know, I think I might have showed you some videos of Chelsea Green in Impact when she played the
crazy
the
bride.
jilted. She was left at the altar. Crazy chick and she would come out with a ripped up wedding dress, makeup all running and crazy, and she would scream at people. And when I was taking pictures of her, my GoPro wasn't rolling. I wish it was rolling because it was pretty cool. Because we started talking about it, I brought it up to him. Like I go, you know, that gimmick that you did, if it was a gimmick, unless it's real, of you being this psycho that just got jilted lover, and she was like, she was very like thankful. She was like, thank you, because that means a lot to me. Because she's like, you know, wrestling aside, I love doing this, and it was cool to like.
They love this is art.
This is art. This is.
I love it too. Like, I mean, I'm in love with it more than anything. Like, even like porn. Even though like we get, you know, creative control and directing and writing stories and stuff, and I love that more than anything. But it's like wrestling I love more.
Well, because it's kind of like, that's why I love doing horror movies, because you could show that to everybody, and it's not like you're like you know, I tell people all the time, like, I might shoot the coolest shit for my porno,
but no one
that even if it's clean stuff, I can't show it to most of the people.
I showed my dad. I ordered the pay-per-view.
Excuse me, what? The
porn.
wrestling. I was like, Jesus, Dad, you see this BBC scene I did?
God,
look how big his dick is. I took it all down. Dad, aren't you proud of me?
And put my dad in the grave early. It was so cool because you're right. Like, I got to download, you know.
You showed your dad.
I showed my dad.
You getting beat up by the two girls?
I showed my dad, and my dad was appalled.
He was?
Oh yeah, he's not. He's like.
Well, your dad's the crazy lefty safe space.
Well,
guy.
he's just like, he doesn't. I mean, most of society is like, looks at death matches like, what is this? Like,
what just happened? What's
going on? But he was just very quiet. But I think he was.
So you showed him the death match too?
Yeah.
Oh my
so
lord.
So he was like, yeah, he doesn't understand.
No, same with my parents. They're like,
they're like,
these people are crazy. They're
my
on
mom,
drugs.
who has dementia really bad, but she was like, this is great. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Is this real? Everybody's always like, is that real blood?
Well, that's what. Yeah. Well, then you tell them that it is, and then she wasn't excited anymore. She's like, oh my god, that's horrifying. It went from like, this is cool. Oh, it's real. Oh, Jesus.
No, there's no Jesus there. Only
no
Shlak.
God,
only Shlak. Only Shlak.
We worship Shlak in this house.
So, yeah, it was really cool because like all the women are super talented wrestlers and big names.
I love her.
Sage Sin Supreme, she's just so
she's
nice
a wonderful person.
and yeah, very Lou Dark was like, you know, the funny thing is like, because like there's this girl walking around, this super cute girl. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then all of a sudden, a girl comes out in the mask for a match. I'm like, oh my god, I think that was her. It's kind of like when I was at one of the Lucha Expos, and because Ruben and Kevin hooked me up with, like, you know, backstage and all that stuff.
Cool.
So, because, you know, throw the name drop a little bit. I remember the last one in San Diego. They got me a hotel room, so I was staying in the hotel room. I was hanging out with Vinny Massaro and Joey Ryan. And by the way, Joey Ryan did not try to touch my butthole. As a disclaimer.
In case anyone was wondering.
In case anybody was wondering.
He didn't try to touch it. He did, and then Ivan was a willing participant. Especially if he takes edibles, you can stick whatever you want in his
Hey, excuse you, my lord. Anyways, I remember being in the lobby and watching a guy got hit by a car. So we were all standing.
Okay, laugh.
Yeah, no, seriously. I have video of it on GoPro. This guy on a motorcycle was like at a red light, and a drunk driver smashed into him, and the guy was like just laying there, and the car
parked. Why is this funny?
Because it was funny. Because it's funny. Because like they wanted to
parking. You watched a guy die.
No, he didn't. I don't know if he was dead or not. But there was a lot of ambulances then and fire trucks. But like the guy pulls into the parking lot, the drunk, with his girlfriend, right? Because his girlfriend made him like pull into the parking lot, and they're outside arguing, and wrestlers like jump him and are holding him down so the police could get there, And I'm talking to a couple of guys, and they're not even wearing masks. And then later, I'm all like few years after
Mysterio?
that. No, it wasn't Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio met me, and he was all like, "Oh, I want to talk to." You know who? You know Rey Mysterio's son. That he wanted some like porn shit back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Not in Dominic. Now he's like in WWE. Anyways,
so funny.
So a few years later, I'm all like, oh my fucking god! I think that was Pentagon and Ray Phoenix, but I didn't recognize because they weren't wearing, they were not wearing masks because it's after hours and they're fucking going to sleep. And I asked Ruben, I'm like, was Ray Phoenix and Pentagon there? He goes, yeah. He goes, you probably were talking to them because Ray Phoenix speaks English, Pentagon doesn't. And I remember the voice. I'm like, motherfucker! I love those dudes. Unlike Jim Cornette, I actually love those dudes. And yeah, so I think I met them. But Rey Mysterio was probably the highlight of my wrestling stuff or whatever, because I got to take pictures, ringside pictures with him, and then at Lucha Expo in Vegas, Ruben took me to the back, and Rey Mysterio's like, that's like he was pointing at me like he knew I was. I was like, that's right, motherfucker, you know who I am, you tiny little amazing man.
See, it's nice that you have that experience. My experience from all this is that I get every major WWE, AEW, MMA, Bellator fighters in my DMs constantly now.
Whatever. I spoke to Tank Johnson once through my DMs on Twitter, and you don't even know who Tank Johnson is.
I have no idea.
He was an ex-football player. He's an ex-football player.
Oh, good. I was in wrestling. Try to make me look like a fool in my lair.
In your lair.
How dare you?
Yeah, she's got a bunch of wrestlers in her DMs and watching her stories now.
Oh my god, yeah. They're like, and these like big guys, like, and it's not just like a couple of them. They're like probably a dozen between all of them.
Well, because they probably see the XPW TV and they're like, that chick's a slut.
And they're like watching it like hard.
I mean, yeah. Whore, yeah.
Yeah.
Whore.
Hard.
Whore. I mean,
whore.
Yeah. Slut.
Shut the fuck up.
So yeah, it was like, and the funny thing is, because I'm running around taking stills backstage and trying to get to the fucking ring to take pictures. So it's like I'm trying to go back and forth, and you can't run because you're in the middle of like this fucking gambling hall or horse racing.
Oh yeah, that's so weird. Yeah,
so
the
I can't
venue
run.
is so weird.
So like I have to like walk, like do like a speed walk from backstage to the fucking ring to get there.
There's blood, by the way, all over. Like, so this gambling hall.
No, not this time because
there was.
Well, they were supposed to be because they yelled at Rob for it.
Oh, there was blood everywhere.
Was there
I thought there was more blood this time.
Wait, inside?
Time. Yeah, because they were walking then further distances now.
Oh yeah.
So,
because
like,
before they just
there
walked
were drops of blood on the steps, on the floor, on the side of the walls, and I'm like, holy fuck! I'm in
I have video of of one of the girls who was bloody walking up to the bar, still drenched.
Oh
in
yeah,
blood.
Sage and I went and I bought her a drink, and she just. Her makeup's all fucked up. She's like covered in blood, and we're just like sitting at the bar getting drinks. Like, no big deal. Like, she's.
Did you notice how cute the waitresses are there?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, sorry,
are they? Because the last time we were there, the waitress
was a kind of old.
No, bitch.
These a couple of them were like, I'm a porn director. I'm like a doctor. Like, when somebody's walking with a limp, a doctor sees them, they're like, I know he's got the ACL, MCL, and DSL going on in his leg. So as a porn director, when I see a woman walk by with talent, I'm like, I know what her talent is. I could tell.
Oh, you know what my sixth sense is?
Dicks.
Yeah, I can tell if somebody is gonna have a big dick or not.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm accurate. Like, I'm literally like I've never been wrong.
So, okay, let's go down the line of wrestlers in XPW then.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
Big
if I
F
wanted.
and Joe. Big F and Joe.
Big.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At least you got a big smile on your face. How do you know, motherfucker?
I think.
Why do you disappear? You're always disappearing. You're like, I'm getting hot dogs for everybody.
I'm getting hot dogs for everybody.
What about Schlack? I think he's short but thick.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of like him.
No, I think he's probably got something going on. I mean, I already know, so. Just kidding. Okay, enough wrestler dick talk. What the fuck are we doing here? Let's go through it.
We're not going to go through it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But yeah, so the one female wrestler I didn't get a chance to take pictures of was Deonna Purrazzo. So like right before her match, she's about to come out, and I'm like, hey, I didn't get a chance to take pictures. Can I take pictures of you after the match? She goes, depending on how tore up, whatever. She her match goes because it's fucking hot, sweat, all kinds of shit. So after the match, I come up to her and I'm like, and she looks at me. She goes, "Yeah, let's go." She goes, "Just give me a few minutes to like touch up a little." I'm like, cool. And she's so nice. She's so wonderful. And so I'm taking pictures of her, and I go to her. I go, on TV you're such a bitch. In person you're so. She goes, "Funny how that works, right?" And I was like, "Yeah,
it's amazing.
Same with Chelsea Green.
Yeah, she's really nice.
They
don't like me at all.
Professional. Chelsea Green was like fucking on point, man. She was like, "Can I take pictures of you?" She goes, "Yeah, let's do it quick because I need to go plan for the show." And then we had to do. Rob's like, make sure you get promos. Rob, like we're back there taking pictures and everybody's back there. And I'm setting
Rob was
up,
cranky
and I hear him, Slava, and not that I'm ignoring him. I'm in the middle, so I'm about to like respond because he's never called me Ivan. I was like, even when I directed for him, I was always Slava. And Ivan, and I like, what? And he goes, make sure you get all the promos. I go, what promos? You gave me no fucking nothing. So he goes, get promos. So Chelsea Green after the match, I'm all like, hey, you mind doing a promo? And she's all like, yeah. And she ran the promo. She's all like, let's do this, and this, like this. And I'm like, cool. Makes it easy for me. I don't have to come up with anything. And her promo was wonderful. And then fucking, what's his name? I don't even know what name he goes by. Does he go by fucking Samuel Shaw? I think that's what he was in WWE. He goes by Dexter Loomis.
Him. I love him.
Yeah,
no one really saw him.
No,
which is crazy.
He got a payday to literally come out in the dark.
He doesn't even care though. He's probably like, this is cool.
Well, that's what we were talking about because I was taking pictures of him and he's all like, this is like an easy paycheck. He goes like, he's
I'm
really doing
cool.
a run in, and
everybody's really cool.
Yeah. No, very professional. And you know what it is also. And a lot of them tell me this. They didn't get pictures like the pictures I take.
No, of course not. I've never even seen pictures like the pictures that you take.
So like that's what
I've
to
been
me.
taking a coffee table book, by the way. So like everyone needs to go purchase that.
Well, Rob said he was going to do a coffee table book. I hope so, or trading cards because
I think you should do a coffee table book. Those images are so stunning.
Yeah, I agree.
It'd be a beautiful coffee table book.
We could do it ourselves. We could publish it ourselves like blurb. What'd you say?
Nothing like Marilyn Manson's, but I mean close.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
That's we have one coffee table book, and it's Marilyn Manson's coffee table book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I have a bunch of coffee tables.
Until we have my Stroke Doodle coffee table book, and then your XPW coffee table book.
Yep.
So, anyway, coming soon.
So, Bodie was there. You got to meet a bunch of wrestlers.
Bodie did not, for the record, I have to disclaimer this, because people were like, one, they're already appalled about the porn proximity. Two, he did not watch the death matches.
No, he was not. He was backstage.
He was not watching death matches.
Either Misha or Ruben,
I don't agree with that. There were children there that I was shocked that they were watching.
There's so many children in the crowd.
But you know why I wouldn't let him watch it? One, because it means like excessively violent. I think it'd be disturbing to children. But I think that my biggest fear, this is the one reason why I don't want him to watch it, is because I'd be afraid that he'd go get a fucking pizza cutter and then cut my throat in the middle of the night.
He's like, Mom, look, I'm
let's wrestle! And he's got a knife and stabs me.
Skewers and sticks in my forehead.
That's why I don't let him watch it, because I'm strictly afraid for our personal safety.
Right.
No, he had a great time. It was great, and I was so happy to have him there. It was a wonderful night, as always. Like, I had a great time. I was really excited to meet all the fans. Like, because this time is different. People actually knew who I was this time. Most people knew.
Chris Kloss
doesn't know who I am.
Well, the best part is...
Even though I've met him 25 times.
Well, he knows because, like, on our YouTube channel, when he meets you, he goes, I've seen your work. I like your work. So he knows your name. He knows who you are.
But I literally had to introduce myself like 3 times to him, and he still refers to me as that girl.
I don't know.
I don't
understand what's going on there.
But, no, it was great. I got to meet fans and do signings, and, I just love it so much. And the more it goes, like, the more invested I am in it, and I absolutely love it. It was a great show. It was a success. Great turnout.
Well,
wonderful.
Also, like, I've always wanted to implement GoPros into the death matches, and I did a little bit. And then Rob, when I sent him the video of Alex Colon going through the glass with a GoPro,
that's a really.
He's
cool
all like, "Oh, we need more GoPro stuff." I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
I've wanted to rig GoPros to weapons.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
And we have just full disclaimer. Misha and I have 6 GoPros. So we even have a VR GoPro. So we can do some really cool shit with GoPros, rigging them everywhere. I mean, like, I've always wanted to rig one to a wrestler, like a chest cam or like a head cam. Chest cam might be cooler because head cam would like get in the way with blood and everything like that. But so I have a lot of ideas. I have new ideas about how to light for the next show. For backstage pictures.
It's always gonna get better.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's a work in progress. It's
and even just the like, you know, the backstage, just everything. The more, you know, it's so impressive to me that Rob can pull this off after 20 years of not doing it and like make it work so well. Like,
on a small crew, like, I mean,
yeah,
the crew is
and I mean the crew, like, especially this time, the crew this time was a fraction of what it was before.
Yeah.
So I mean,
there were fans helping out.
Fans.
Crew,
yeah. These some of my fans helping out. You know, it was great. Like, I don't know, it was wonderful. It's impressive what Rob does with this, and I'm just so happy to. Ew.
Mate, did you just fart?
God, no.
Misha. Gross.
No, I could queef though.
Well, I mean, you queefed with your pussy.
Ew, what did you eat?
Pussy fart. What are you talking about?
Ugh.
Such a liar. You're chewing tobacco. You smell nothing. And you farted, not me.
No, I didn't.
You
God,
queefed.
Lord.
What did you stick in your pussy? What'd you stick? Can you? Go ahead.
Oh, hold on. It's a little juicy.
Oh my God, you're going to shit yourself.
No, I'm not going to push.
By the way, Misha farted. Oh my. That wasn't a fart. That was a queef. They came out of her cooter.
That's my hidden talent that no one knows.
Yeah.
I can
her
queef
name is Queen LaQueefa. Misha, the Queen
I'm going to go on
LaQueefa.
America's Got Talent and do a whole skit where it's like the ABCs, like queef the ABCs. So
Yeah.
I'm sure Simon will
Queen
be
LaQueefa. You already got that Queen LaQueefa here, so you're.
Oh my God. Yeah.
The show, it was the matches, the women's matches were fantastic. I fucking loved Lindsay Snow and Ludar.
Oh yeah, Lindsay Snow's tight too.
Lindsay Snow's really.
They're all
very nice.
like super cool, and it's just so cool in wrestling too, like just how individual everybody is, and like their gimmicks and their like looks and everything. Like the matches were fantastic. You know, Taya's wonderful. She deserved it. Now she's on what, 5 or 6 belts.
Yeah, 5 belts. I think.
She deserves all of that. She's a lovely, lovely person. No, I think it was a great show. I can't wait for the next one. I'm excited to see what happens, and obviously I'm gonna get some revenge on some people that
I'm gonna beat up some legendary porn chicks.
Yeah, I am.
We should bring a giant dildo and smack them in the head with it.
I'll smack them with whatever.
Wrap it in barbed wire.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Get them.
So
yeah, it was
good. What was your favorite match that you saw?
My favorite match that I saw, I don't know. I think the Big F and Joe Schlack match is still my favorite. Obviously I had to be escorted out, so I couldn't be involved in it any further. But you know, he didn't need my help this time because he's a badass, so he won on his own.
There was a drunk fan that tried to hit Big
I
F
know,
and Joe
that's
with a
crazy.
chair.
Oh, Ron, dirty motherfucking Ron making an appearance.
Oh, Dirty
Made
Ron
my
doing
night.
a run. Oh yeah, that was the coolest thing about that, because like we were backstage and then just some dude walking around with the lucha mask.
Hey,
he's like, hey,
what the fuck is that?
Who's that guy?
And then all of a sudden you
just,
find out it's Dirty
he
Ron.
like lifts his mask and we're like, oh yeah, you're here.
And then runs away.
And then runs away. He goes, shh.
Yeah, runs away. Like, oh fuck, Dirty Ron's here. I love Dirty Ron.
And we didn't know what was happening. Then all of a sudden he shows up and smacks Sabu in the head with a chair.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, I might say, but that's
fucking Sabu. Sabu's mean.
he's not very social.
He was nice towards the end, but he was not in a good mood for some of that.
Yeah, towards the end, I think he's just tired.
He's
just an old man.
Yeah, right? No, it's not a big deal. But no, it was great. Like I loved it. Can't wait for the next one, August 13th.
August 13th.
It's a day of reckoning.
Day of reckoning.
Night of reckoning?
Night of reckoning.
Ah, fuck.
Something reckoning.
We're really tired. We had a day.
Really tired.
I had a stroke, so no one can say shit.
I'm old, so that's my excuse. So my favorite match was
what's your favorite match?
Was the women's title match, the 4-way with the ladder match.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah, it was.
I bet it was.
It was.
I bet your 4-way was your favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And nobody knew how to do a ladder match, right? Wasn't that part of it? So
Yeah,
to do a ladder match
I
with
think only
nobody
two out of the four women
actually
have,
could
have
have
done
done
matches,
it before.
done it before.
But that's what XPW is so cool because it pushes that envelope too. Kind of like how I didn't know there was going to be barbed wire in the ring. Like, I mean, it's just like, surprise!
Yeah.
And it's cool. Like, the
Right,
stuff,
right.
the planning and the execution of this stuff is just incredible.
What's put together by Rob from across the country to make it happen is insane. From the budget to the planning to flying people out to putting them up in hotels, so to make sure they get to the venue, to make sure that from the venue they get to the hotel, to then they go home and planning it all out, and it's a lot. And it's funny because I listen to his show and he's always talking about how like people don't fucking get how much work it is. Like we do because we work. I mean, like our schedule's insane, like beyond insane, down to like. I was up at 6. Went to sleep at like 3. I think went to sleep around. I was up at 6:30.
I was working until 3.
Yeah, she was working till 3 because a guy couldn't come.
On purpose.
And I on purpose. I didn't go to sleep when Misha got here. We didn't go to sleep till like 3. I was up at 6:30 editing because I have a regular job, and then finishing the YouTube channel. I had to take on another job that I'm working on. Misha's got 20 jobs. She's heading to Exotica in tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Night.
Luckily, it's night. I was so glad it was tomorrow night.
What time is your flight?
7.
Okay.
But still, I mean, it's like, and then I have a New York appearance the following week that I haven't even allowed myself to think about.
Right.
And that alone
you
should be.
You don't have to do pole tricks. You could just do.
I can't do pole tricks.
Well,
There's no way.
Just grind on the floor.
Yeah. That's
just
what I'm
blow
gonna do.
dudes. That's
perfect. That's my plan.
That's your
I'm
plan.
just gonna blow
perfect.
everybody.
So if any of you guys are in New York, you're gonna be where at Sapphire?
I'm gonna be at Sapphire. This is my first appearance, which is crazy.
Misha's first appearance.
I got booked for Sapphire, Sapphire, New York, on the 21st of July. For anybody that's going to be there, I actually had someone reach out and said they're going to be in New York. Some fans, so they were like wondering time. You can go to my Instagram and see the links on Sapphire's page, and I have tickets up and bottle service and all this great stuff. I've got some great industry friends that are going to come support.
Really?
Yeah, like some. I don't want to like say who yet because it's not confirmed, just in case. But a ton of my industry friends are supporting, which is
You don't
cool.
have a ton of friends, but okay.
There might be some fighter celebrities that show up. Maybe we'll see. So
better not.
Stupid. There are all kinds of support for that. So, but it's going to be a great event. And if anyone's in Miami from the 15th to the 17th. I will be signing and doing appearances and selling my merch and all that stuff. I will have merch this time. Unlike XPW, I will have merch next time. So, yeah, it's great. It's really exciting. We have all this stuff coming up. YouTube's huge. Go like and subscribe to YouTube. These episodes are going to be killer. You get to see an inside look of our life like no one's ever seen, and it's hilarious and dramatic and crazy.
TwoRussians1America.com.
TwoRussians1America.com. So yeah, it's busy. We've got a lot of stuff going on.
So this first episode, we're gonna start leaking little promo videos for it, little clips. But when are we playing? Saturday, right? Saturday. We're gonna post the first episode on Saturday.
The first episode drops Saturday. Yes.
Drops Saturday.
So
and
it will drop every Saturday from
Saturday.
here on out. So it's like your reality TV fix for the week of our lives. That's what it's Eccentric Reality. So and we've got episodes that like from 6 months ago, from a year ago, from a week ago. It's kind of a mix of everything, and then there's going to be. I mean, you get everything. Like I decided to combine my YouTube channel with this, so some of the more dramatic stuff that I've been promoting. That's gonna go on there at some point. There's some big. It's crazy our lives and like some secrets and like just the fun and the love and the crazy beautiful life that we live. But you get to see everything. It's reality. You get to see, the fights and the darkness and I was going through a really dark period. And
I got a good quote.
and
There's gonna be an episode, and the only quote that I'm gonna say from it is, "If you put your hands on him again, I'm going to knock your teeth down your throat." I'm just going to leave it at that. So you better go to tworussians1america.com because that will come out at some point.
Oh, I can't. I'm dreading that one. I got a quote for you from you. It says, "Why did that motherfucker take you to the hospital?"
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
There's some good. Oh my god.
We should start posting little quotes.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing. I posted that clip of "I'm gonna break your fucking teeth in," and then
you did?
Well, or when this person said, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and I was like, "Yeah, come fuck me up." So there's some dark shit. There's like it gets wild, but mostly but this is real life. I mean, people can't expect us to be like. I mean, we fucking have moments, you know, and as dark as they are, and I'm, you know, appalled by my own behavior in some aspects. Like, it's like this is real life. We struggle, we break down, we have these things. We're human beings, but we love each other as our family. This is our life, like, and it's fucking wonderful. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, you know.
I would trade it for some things, but
some of these, yes, I would trade.
For the world, yes.
There are some things I wish didn't happen. There are a lot of things actually.
We have a great video of. We're gonna have a little minor episode of our cat falling out of a tree.
Yeah, the cat's in it. Boy, you get our dumbass cat in every single shot, trying to fuck with us all the time. You get our cat, you get my son, you get Evelyn, you get Ivan, you get me, you get all of our friends and family, wrestlers, porn people, you know, all the interviews we do, all the even on set, you know, stuff. Like it's crazy. Like the trips we take, the adventures we go on, our daily lives, like it's everything. It's amazing. So. If you're ever curious about what porn, wrestler, stroke survivor, drunks.
Yeah, it's all there.
It's all there.
Because like, I actually want to do an episode about like when I was in the hospital with all that footage.
With all of our health problems that we've had
gosh.
and, you know, stuff.
You know, and the funny thing is like, well, I guess it's funny now, but a lot of the footage and pictures I've never looked at because I just shot them and I posted them. And I was so fucked up on medication. I didn't know what I posted. People were like, "You can't be posting shit like that." And then, like when I grabbed the folder with all the visuals to put in, you know, into our edit folder, and I clicked on the picture, I was like, "Oh my god! I posted the picture of my leg like that." But then you look at it, you're going, that leg is so open. It was like serrated, you know, like when you serrate meat.
No, you can't post that.
And it was just
really
like
bad.
pink and clean.
It looks like Walking Dead.
Yeah. It was insane.
Really
That's what
really
my leg
graphic.
looked like. I actually have
way too graphic.
I have a great video of Emma Hicks.
Looking at it.
Like super hot Emma Hicks in a little string bikini.
I love Emma Hicks.
Like looking at because she's got scars. And she's like, "Can I look at your scar?" I'm like, "Can we record it?" So we have this great video of her like squatting by my leg and like, "Can I touch it?" And she's like touching it. And I'm like, I go, "Yeah." Like my nerve damages, and she was just like so enthralled and like by my scar. So that's gonna be on YouTube. TwoRussians1America.com and share because we are trying to make this thing viral, and the more you share, the more subscribers we get, the better it is for everybody. Because
and it's entertainment, like it can't hurt.
Yeah, it's
right?
fun.
You'll
It's
love
fun
it.
shit.
I think everybody's gonna absolutely love it.
You'll get a closer look into us, and then we're gonna merch. Cloud 69 is what we're gonna go with.
Cloud 69 merch is coming. We have like about 150 ideas. Like no joke, that's not even an exaggeration of all the merch. Go buy my fleshlight, by the way.
Yeah, Misha has a flashlight, so you can stick your penis inside her.
Yeah, go get it.
Or just wait for the next show.
I had one of my friends from Reno, like who I'm very good friends with in a platonic way, and I've known them for like 15 years, and we never have like hooked up or anything.
Yeah.
He's like, I really need like a flashlight. It's like, is it weird that should I just buy yours? I'm like, well, yeah, fucking of course. Like, run me that check.
Right. I think.
Even my friends are buying them, guys.
I think for your brother's birthday, you should get him your flashlight.
Ew, that's fucking
But don't
weird.
tell him. But don't tell him. Put him in a different box.
Oh, you know what my brother's doing too? My brother, Zach, I'm bugging him to start a TikTok, and it's going. I'm not gonna say what the concept is because I don't want someone to steal it yet until he puts it up. But if you want to know what being a porn star brother is like, and the things that I tell him, and the trauma and probably large, psychological bills I'll have to be responsible for at some point. My brother is starting something as well, so like everybody's got stuff going on, and we all are in this group, so it's amazing the stuff that's going on. I'm never been happier.
I actually love your brother's idea. I think it's brilliant because
it is brilliant. I told him that too. And he'll have endless amounts of content forever because all he has to do is talk to me.
Yeah.
And he's just horrified and scarred for life. But.
There's this great video. We need to post that of him making fun of your voice.
Oh, he makes fun of it all the time, and he makes that video. I did post that one.
We need to promote. We need to introduce him on the YouTube channel of him making fun of your man voice.
Yeah, Zach's gonna be in. My brother is gonna be in YouTube, which no one's ever really seen Zach until recently.
Yeah.
So it's really like it is a deep inside look into our lives. My mom is gonna be here and there. You know, she struggles with dementia seriously, and
your dog.
My dog, my crazy dog. My dad won't be in it, but you know, I mean, it's crazy. Like people haven't seen this side of our lives, so this is gonna be really cool.
If you guys go to the channel now, you get to see my parents because I posted my intro.
Promo stuff is up.
We're putting Misha's promo video up this Wednesday, so you guys get to see a little bit more of Misha. Mine's up now. It's got some hospital stuff actually. Yeah. Me walking for the first time with a walker after being in bed for almost 2 months.
Yeah, my stroke.
A lot of Misha strokes on hers.
There's a lot. We've been through a lot.
There's a shit ton. So
yeah. So go like, subscribe.
Go like, subscribe, and go this episode. Let's talk about a little bit more about this since this is an XPW.
I have to pee.
Too bad.
But yes, carry on.
So what can people expect from this first episode, the XPW Killafornia episode?
Well, obviously you get to see how I prepare and my wonderful, moves that I do, and you see a lot of the stuff that happens backstage, and I've been.
But we're not giving away anything.
No. Videography, photography, just the whole experience of Killafornia and how exciting everything was, and it's great. So yeah, definitely go check it out. Stay tuned for the future ones. It's gonna be dope. So you're yawning now?
Yeah, you're boring me.
Oh God. Well, good. I have to pee. So kick rocks.
So on that note, anything else you want to promote?
Go see me at Sapphire, New York, July 21st. Get your tickets, your tables, baby.
You're in New York? Rob's close.
They're not. They're like 8 hours away. I asked them about it.
Oh.
And I'll be in Exotica tomorrow until the 17th. So come check that out at the booth. I'll have merch. You can sign, take pictures. XPW fans that come to Miami, I'm not charging for pictures or for signings. So, yeah, that's exciting. If you haven't seen my Soft White Underbelly interview on YouTube, go like that, watch it, comment, share. That's a huge interview.
Hers is really good because it's about her family called the Whitakers. That's how Misha was discovered, because of her family, the Whitakers. So if you guys go to Soft White Underbelly, the Whitakers was actually the first time Misha appeared on that YouTube channel.
I'm there. I'm in the background. That's the best experience of my whole life. So check that out. Tons of interviews coming, and podcasts coming, and obviously OnlyFans. I've got new scenes. I've shot so much fucking content. There's the new scenes dropping every week on that. Your OnlyFans. My website, MishaMontana.com. Merch is coming, guys. All these, there's just a lot. There's so much. So.
Yeah, now that we have our own vinyl cutter, we can start making hats and shirts. We have a logo that was designed for, that I designed actually, for Two Russians, One America, that we're going to test out in a little bit on the hat.
Yeah, possibly. And if you want Two Russians, One America merch, we're getting it. We got it. Get it. Cop it. Xeno Kitty merch is out. We're going to have Misha Montana merch is coming. Untitled Hooker. Daddy Vladdy's Little Monster.
Attention Whore.
Attention Whore. We've got, this is why we have an umbrella company. There's so many brands that we have. So, yeah, it's great. Stay tuned for big things. I have to pee so bad that I'm going to pee my pants, so I got to go.
Okay, on that note, go to
TwoRussians1America.com.
And our
Misha
podcast
Montana's out.
Two Russians, One podcast. Misha's out. She's going to go piss.
Gotta pee.
She just took the mic off. This cable's long. You could have probably taken it with you.
Probably.
So Misha's going to go fart in the bathroom. That's why she left. Wow. And, yeah, that's it. Stay tuned for more. Please go subscribe and share to RussiansOneAmerica.com. It's important to us because we're dedicating literally our entire whatever livelihood we have on it, and time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears, literally blood, sweat, and tears. And that's it. So we're out, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this podcast. Was supposed to be only 30 minutes, but now it's almost 45 minutes. All right, bye.